as I mentioned to you guys, I was going to have a tournament of my own this weekend, and I was assuming that I'd be able to do a video last night for you guys, Leafs edition, but obviously that was not the case. It was a very busy night. Fun one, but busy. So I thought, you know what? It's a preseason game. We all have some time off now, Thanksgiving, obviously, tomorrow. So I thought, I'll wait tomorrow to do the video and break it down because finally, preseason is done for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The last one wrapped up there last night in Detroit as the Leafs fell 4-3. More or less, the Toronto Marlies fell 4-3. The only Leafs players that were in the lineup, obviously Joseph Woll, which, look, 4 goals and 32 shots is not the sexiest of numbers, but if you watch the goals, you're just like, whatever. It is what it is. And main player-wise, who'd you have? Sam Lafferty, well, that no longer a Leaf. He got traded to the Vancouver Canucks for a draft pick, and you know what that means? For me, that gives a little hint, nudge, that Fraser Minton might have made the team. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm going to say until I see otherwise. Which I'm not opposed to. Sam Lafferty, look, I love the speed that he brings and effort, sure, but it just never really works. I mean, he scored a fairly nice goal last night and hit a post on a one-timer, but he had a goal, he was a -3. Just in a preseason, it's not pretty. And either way, let's be honest. You know, what did he really bring to the Leafs last year? Nothing too crazy. He wasn't overly physical. Sure, he was quick, but the Leafs have a lot of quick guys. So, I don't know. Not going to miss him too much, but liked the trade when we got him with Jake McCabe way back when. So, you had him in the lineup, and Kelly Yarncroc. That's about it. Maybe Pontus Holmberg if you want to say him as he's really not, though. So that's it. So it was all AHLers for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think they had most of their guys sprung. Larkin, Sherratt, Veleno, Petrie, Fischer. Yeah, they had most of their main guys, if not all. Actually, I think that might be their opening night lineup right there. But it is what it is. Leafs had that there on, was that the Wednesday or Thursday? No, Thursday. Thursday night in Toronto. And then obviously last night you see Detroit's regular. So let's quickly break down the game itself and what occurred. So the Leafs got actually on the board first. It was Max Ellis, a Plymouth Michigan native. He comes flying down the right side and just fires it on. It looked like it hit the stick of the defender ever so slightly to make the puck knuckle a little bit, and it beats Ville Husso to make it a 1-0 lead. Kyle Clifford and Tommy Miller, I believe. It's Tommy Miller, right? Yeah, Tommy Miller gets the other assist on the goal. Then, that was at 7:05 of the first period. 3 minutes after that, Tommy Miller fires a point shot, and it's got eyes. It finds a way. I think it went off a defender as well. It might have gone off of Sider. Was it Sider? I can't remember who it was. But his first of the preseason at 10:41, Clifford and Max Ellis. So those guys match up on both goals. And the Leafs up 2-0. Then Dylan Larkin scores a greasy one. It was a pinball machine, but the only reason it was a pinball machine because two guys went for the puck in the corner. And neither guy got the puck as it got centered and it was bouncing around. It finds a way to go past Joseph Woll. You can't blame him on that one. I just look at the two players chasing the puck, then neither of them got. That's the issue right there with that play, and you're down 2-1. Or you still have the lead 2-1. Less than 2 minutes after that, though. This is all in the second period, excuse me. There was no score after the first. It was 8-6 in shots for Detroit. But then Sherratt fires from the point, less than a minute to play, and it has eyes. Like there's 4 guys in front of Joseph Woll. He can't see squat. Somehow the puck finds a way in, and it's a 2-2 game. Less than a minute after that with 7 seconds left. Joe Veleno scores. I mean, the luck was just flipped on an instant, right? The bouncing puck in front for the Larkin goal, the somehow seeing eye shot. And then Joe Veleno, it was a point shot that got kicked. I think was it Kokkonen who kind of knocked it with his skate, and it landed right on the tape of Joe Veleno. And it's crazy. You know what I mean? So, and just like that, the Red Wings had the lead. The Leafs had the lead with like about 3 minutes left in the second period, 2-0, and then you're going into the intermission down 3-2. So kind of a really rough bounces of a second period there, but it is what it is. Third period, Daniel Sprong, just a rifle past Joseph Woll. Can't blame him. Bar down. And then, like I said, on the power play late in the game, trying to push yourself late, Sam Lafferty scores. Nice little play down in tight to beat Ville Husso. And who got the assist? Kokkonen and Abruzzese on the power play at 18:49. And the Leafs had their chances late. They just could not beat Ville Husso, one more time to tie it and send it into overtime. So shots on goal in the second period were 11-10 in favor of the Leafs, and shots on goal in the third period were 14-7 in favor of Detroit. So 32-24 for the game. Special teams-wise, the Leafs were 1 for 5 in the power play, and they were 0 for 4, which is kind of crazy, right? You don't have your regular penalty killers and whatnot. And the Leafs have, and they have all their power play guys. Kind of wild, but it is what it is. Joseph Woll, like I mentioned, 4 goals on 32 shots. Rough night for him statistically, but if you watch the game, he did make some really big saves to keep them in the game as well. Key players, Max Ellis, goal assist, a +2. Tommy Miller, goal and an assist. Kyle Clifford, a couple assists. Good stuff for those fellas, and a lot of them going down to the Toronto Marlies. Now, we did have some cuts, all right? So I'm going to try and pull them up here as we speak. So I can quickly go over them. Leafs, there we are. So there was, I think it was 6 guys sent down. So on waivers, Martin Jones got put on waivers. We all kind of saw this one coming. You know it's going to be Samsonov and Joseph Woll. I would assume that Martin Jones goes to the Tampa Bay Lightning because with the injury of Andrei Vasilevsky, Simone Benoit goes on waivers, Dylan Gambrell goes on waivers, William Lagesson, Maxime Lajoie, and Kyle Clifford all hit waivers. So there's that. I assume Martin Jones will get claimed. Simone Benoit might, just because he's a big defenseman, and you can't have too many of those. And yeah, that's really about it. You know, we're there, and I'm gonna do a season preview for you guys tomorrow because I'm gonna have a busy next couple of days with Thanksgiving dinner and all that stuff. So tomorrow I'll be doing the season preview before the Leafs get their first game of the year going on Wednesday against the Montreal Canadiens. All right. So you know what, guys, that is gonna do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and are jacked up to watch games that actually mean something, hit the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game last night. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you've not done so already. And I'll talk to you guys later tonight. Raptors edition, game 1 of the preseason in Vancouver, BC. As Raptors take on the Sacramento Kings, 8 p.m. tip-off local time in Toronto. Thank you, and it's for the Leafs. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, season preview edition, but Wednesday, game 1 of the regular season against the Montreal Canadiens, 7 p.m. tip-off. Our puck drop there at Scotiabank Arena against the Habs. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And the regular season commencing. We'll talk to you guys then.